CBS 46 is not done investigating the meat on the concrete. We first showed you this restaurant employee cutting raw meat on the ground. If you think that's surprising, wait until you find out what else we found out. The health department did not shut down New China because they didn't feel like there was an imminent threat to public health. That said, restaurant employees in Georgia are not required to they're not required to provide that information. Now, again, we want to stress this, that employees in Georgia, they are not required to be certified to make sure their food is safe. Now, it is known as a food handler license or card. You can get one of those after you get trained in things like basic food safety and hygiene. CBS 46's Adam Murphy asking why it's not required in Georgia.
Me personally, I just feel like they should be shut down.
It's the photograph everyone is talking about, including this eyewitness who works nearby and did not want to be identified.
If you felt like it was okay to do that, then you shouldn't run a restaurant.
The picture shows a restaurant employee cutting meat on the ground by the back door of the New China on New Hope Road in Lawrenceville.
I don't know why he do that. We confused too. You see, my door is always closed. And when that day is he off day. I don't know why he come in my store.
Management said the employee was preparing meat for his own consumption and has since been fired. But according to the eyewitness, there are other issues.
I saw them actually take food, expired food that's coming from the restaurant next to them, and take it inside of their restaurant.
Our camera even spotted employees preparing food in the kitchen without gloves. Another violation.
I was kind of stunned that someone would think that's acceptable.
Joseph Sternberg is the director of environmental health in Gwinnett County. He said restaurant employees in Georgia are not required to have a food handler license like they are in other states. It's a policy he'd like to see implemented here in Georgia.
It would address some cultural issues, so people would at least understand what the bare minimum requirements are to work in a restaurant. What is considered acceptable food handling practices, what isn't.
I feel like something should be done about it, because it makes you think. I eat out a lot, so I think just with this going on, I think I'm a second guess where I choose.
Now, the health department did not shut down New China. They told me they did not find an imminent threat to public health at this point in time, but they will continue to monitor this restaurant. I can also tell you, New China scored a 100 on their last surprise health inspection in July. In Lawrenceville, Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.